movement teacher, physical therapist, or trainer have a narrow or biased view of the body, often purport or play up that certain movements like anterior pelvic tilt, rib flare, spinal extension, or foot pronation are deleterious or will cause future dysfunction or are the root cause of your current pain or discomfort? If the answer is yes, this is a red flag. All of these movements that I mentioned are part of our biomechanics and how we move, and we need to be able to access them in order to move well. Subscribe to the idea that your anterior pelvic tilt or your rib flare or your foot pronation is the cause of your current issues or of future dysfunction. You're neglecting to really capture the full breadth of resilience that is the human body and the complex nature of human movement and pain. None of these movements are abnormal or need to be fixed. Demonizing these movements and saying that they're deleterious or will cause you future pain and dysfunction is not only not based in evidence, but it's fear-mongering language, and it preys upon insecurities. And for people who are more susceptible or prone to body dysmorphia, it can also have really damaging effects. An anterior pelvic tilt is something that we need to be able to access, to bend over well, hinge from the hips, pick things up off of the floor, do patterns like deadlifts, forward folds, etc. And it's also connected to foot pronation, which is another movement that tends to be demonized. But foot pronation is essential for healthy and efficient gait. It's the phase of gait when the joints at the undersurface of the foot open, where our body weight is accepted and we prepare to connect into supination and then push off of our foot to move forward. Flare and spinal extension also tend to be demonized, but did you know that when you're lifting your arm over your head, to get to that last bit of range of motion, your spine has to extend and your ribs have to flare in order for you to accomplish that motion. It's just part of the kinesiology and the biomechanics and the movement of the shoulder girdle with the rib cage and spine. What I'm more interested in is not demonizing these movements, but seeing if you have movement options. We need to be able to move in a variety of different ways for our body to function its best. So if you're feeling like you're stuck in your anterior tilt, the better question is, can you also do posterior tilt? Can you move into and out of these two movements and access both of them? Same thing with rib flare and spinal extension. Are you able to draw the front of the rib cage in and flex the spine and then move back and forth between the two tilts, because you need to be able to access both? Next time you see a post that's telling you with a big red X on it that your anterior tilt or your rib flare or your foot pronation is bad and you have to correct it, just think twice.